Julie straightened her shoulders and looked at the friendly faces.
I wanted to alert you that we're adding in new assignments almost faster than we can finish up those already in play. They appear as unrelated events, but each seems plagued with a digital disruption element. We think it could be a sign of a hacker group. My team will closely monitor so I can analyze and deliver updates. I'm categorizing them as suffering from Jesse James syndrome, corporate extortion in the finest tradition of the James Gang, only updated to the 21st century. If you hear any chatter about similar scenarios we aren't engaged in, pass it along.
Quip frowned. Julie suspected Quip worried that her comment was a challenge. Twitching his nose and staring at her, he challenged. Jesse James syndrome? What are you talking about? You mean a bunch of ex-Confederate soldiers running around with flour sacks tied around their heads to mask their identity as they robbed banks and trains at gunpoint? Cyber adversaries with a 19th century description. Seriously, Julie, let me remind you how bandits rob in the 21st century, he smirked. People like Charles Yukon put together a bunch of like-minded corporate raiders with lots of money, buy up enough stock to get noticed, and send an open but threatening letter to the company's directors warning them that they need a better rate of return. Then they ask what they're going to do about it. It used to be called greenmail, but now the politically correct euphemism is activism. The demands are the same. Pay me and my consortium to go away. We'll leave you alone, promise. However unsavory the activity is, it's still within the confines of the law. Julie stilled her facial features, clucked her tongue in annoyance with Quip's condescending tone.
Yes, Quip, we're all familiar with the corporate raider phrase, here comes Yukon, now the company's gone. That's not the situation I'm tracking and suspect a pattern emerging. Basically, the computer systems are hacked, ransom demands made. At this point, only a few instances, but enough that I wanted it on the record. This is clearly not within the legal boundaries of a publicly traded corporation. So, yes, this is very much like what the Jesse James Gang did in the late 1800s.
Then Julie put on her most dazzling smile and added,
And Quip, if you ever use that condescending tone with me again, I swear I will launch my own raid against your data center and thoroughly trash the feng shui layout.